Hey everybody, it's Monday evening. I'm in Wentzville, Missouri for work this week. Want to post a little bit of video of what I did last week when I was on vacation to Columbia, Missouri and Fayetteville, Arkansas. Didn't see any trains, but I did see some depots and stuff. Then yesterday I drove over here and I followed basically 2-lane roads in Illinois. Never saw any trains, didn't really think I would because I was primarily following the old B&O and that's not really very busy. But anyhow, saw some interesting stuff and thought I'd share it with you. If you're not into this kind of stuff, just skip by it. There's no running trains in it. Hoping I see some in Wentzville this week, but it's not a very busy line. I just saw one, when I was here in March, I saw one train every day. So we'll see what happens. So this is the Wabash Railroad Depot in Columbia, Missouri. They had a branch line that terminated in Columbia, just like the MKT did. Didn't expect to find this depot. It's really nice. Now it's a bus station for Columbia. And they've got a farmer's market in the back of it. And this is the MKT depot. And these things were about, 3 or 4 blocks apart. The railroads never joined. They both had branch lines that went into Columbia and never joined. Really nice depot. There's a bar in it now. And if you want to read the marker, you can pause the video. So it's Fayetteville, Arkansas. This is on a spur. Spur keeps on going, but it ends on the other side of the street over here. It's just all overgrown. Don't know where it went to. Arkansas and Missouri Railroad cars. Obviously some old, not used ones. And I know I'm looking right to the sun here. But there's a spur keeps on going. And I don't know what this place is over here. Let me see if I can figure it out. Alright, so here's some more of that line of cars. Arkansas, Missouri Railroad. This spur crosses the street and just ends over there. It's unused. This is sort of the main line back behind it. And this is a Conagra Foods place, which no longer gets rail service, at least according to Google Maps. Sure doesn't look like it gets any service. Big place. This is in downtown Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm looking south here. This is in the Arkansas Missouri Railroad, and this is it was an ex-Frisco line. This is the depot, the Frisco Depot, which now has a Chipotle in it, along with a couple other things. There's a bar in the back half of it. I was there in the morning. It was pretty quiet. And in the same parking lot, across the parking lot, there's a caboose and a passenger car, which have been made into a bank. So, didn't get a chance to do a whole lot of rail fanning in Fayetteville. It wasn't my reason why I was there. I'd love to have seen more of the Arkansas Missouri Railroad, because it's an all-Alco line for the most part. Okay, so you can see it's getting to be dusk. I did see one train, but I'm going to wait to put that into a video. Hopefully I'll see another train sometime this week. So now let me show you what I did on my trip over here to Missouri yesterday. So I'm in Olney, O-L-N-E-Y, Illinois, and these two engines are sitting here, and past the engines there's a huge grain elevator with a whole bunch of covered hoppers. According to Google Maps, there looks like there might be like a GP9 switch engine there too, so I'm going to try to find it if I can. But anyhow, this is off the old B&O. So this is a spur, ties back in up there, and this is the main line of the B&O. Used to be, same one that went through Chillicothe, Ohio, Washington, D.C. to St. Louis. About where that truck is crossing up there is where I think the depot used to be. Not sure. We'll poke around a little bit. Okay, I'm looking south. I'm on the US 50 bridge. Here's the grain elevator. I don't see if there's a switch engine or not down there. The line to the right underneath me right now, it just ends right around that curve. It's just like a switch lead. Again, according to Google Maps, they've got like a GP7 or something here. Look the other way, we'll cross the road. I'm not in the safest position right now. This is looking back toward where those engines were parked. So I'm gonna get off this bridge now. Big place. So I'm driving on Route 50, US Route 50, heading west toward St. Louis. It says I'm still almost 3 hours from Wentzville, so definitely taking the scenic route today. And I found this old abandoned bridge. This is the new bridge right next to it. It's over Big Muddy Creek. I don't know, I'm probably like 10 or 15 miles west of Olney. We'll walk out on it, just see what it looks like from the middle of the bridge. This is the other end of the bridge. I don't see a date anywhere on it, nameplate, anything like that. Sort of have a soft spot in my heart for US Route 50 because my dad is a big St. Louis Cardinals fan, and before I was born, he and my mom drove Route 50 all the way, because it's before the interstates. This is like in 1950s, early 1950s, from Chillicothe, Ohio to St. Louis to watch the St. Louis Cardinals play, because that was his favorite team. So I know they drove across this bridge, and I heard them talk about that trip many times. My brothers and sisters were born, but I was a baby of the family. I hadn't come along yet. So anyhow, just thought I'd show you this neat abandoned bridge. Glad they didn't tear it down. So I was driving west on Route 50, saw a sign. I'm in Flora, Illinois. It says Historic B&O Railroad Depot. This is pretty amazing. There's a cool old gas station over there. Of course, it's abandoned. But I'm gonna walk around this place. This is a really small little town, but it's got an impressive depot. All right, if you want to read this plaque, you can pause the video and read it. This is right in front of the depot. So I'm looking east. You can see it has a brick platform, and these are probably, wouldn't be surprised if they're Athens brick, because the ones in Vincennes, Indiana were Athens brick from Athens, Ohio. This sign is really cool. So again, this is something that I just did not expect in a little town like Flora. So I'll walk around a little bit. Yeah, it's closed today, of course, but there's no junction here, and I can tell. I don't know why it had such a impressive depot, because as far as I can tell, Flora is not a very big town. All right, we'll keep heading west. All right, so I'm continuing my tour of 5-letter small towns in Illinois. Now we're in Salem, Illinois. And obviously this is still being used by CSX. And there's a high rail truck parked there too. It is posted, no trespassing, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. This is looking west toward St. Louis, and that's looking east toward I guess Olney, and eventually Washington, D.C., and there is a Union Pacific diamond on down there too. I don't know if I can get to it or not. And just like I said when I was at the other town, Athens, Ohio block must have provided a lot of the pavers for the platforms. So of course these are real common in Southern Ohio, so I'm not going to pick up any of them. I don't need them. I can get all I want there. But you can see the platform used to go quite a ways. So I was watching the video later, and these bricks were removed very methodically. I would bet you anything that these bricks were removed to restore the depot platform at Flora, because this isn't hit and miss. Someone came in here and scooped these out, so I'll bet it's part of the restoration project. So here's another view of the Salem Depot. After this, I kept following Route 50, but got a few miles west, and I said it was closed, and they detoured me around, and actually I ended up going right back to I-64 and headed on to Wentzville. So this was the end of my rail fanning day. Basically, I added like 2 or 3 hours to my drive that I didn't need to, but I still enjoyed it. It was a beautiful day. So I'll post this just so I can get the photos off my phone. Hope you found this interesting. I love doing stuff like this. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. Everybody stay safe.